Online students, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Kindly please respond to the chat for me, guys. Online students, please check. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Is my voice clear? Please respond. All right. Yeah. A very, very good morning, guys. Very, very good morning. So, yes, you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. Let us start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts that covered in our nearly last 10 days of our session. So from last 10 days onwards, we've been discussing about session management. So there are four scenarios are there where we can actually manage, track a user session by using cookies, HTTP session, URL rewriting, and Indian form fields. In order to do that, we created already one complete project we already done. And second project that is admin portal and customer login, online e-commerce website kind of portal. We started and admin I already done. No, we already done admin. Customer portal, I requested you to do that. How many of you completed? Done? Good, great. What about others? No? Going on? Okay. Feel free to kindly please try to check with that. Online students, if anyone completed customer portal, kindly please try to message me in the chat for me. Online students, if anyone completed customer portal, feel free to message me in the chat. Pranita, send a mail to support@nareshit.com to get Saturday's recording. You just request them to give the recording. Saturday I showed all the coding. Okay. In admin portal, entire admin portal, I already showed. So again, if I'm trying to show, it will take time. I hope you're understanding me. Others time will be wasted. Okay, Pranita? Yeah. Can you please send a mail to support@nareshshetty.com requesting Saturday's recording? Tell them your genuine problem and then they'll try to help you with that. All right. Sure. So no one done? Customer portal? Only one person completed. All right. If completed, please try to send that screenshots to me. Screenshots. I want to check that once. All right. Okay. So I already told you, customer portal, I'm not going to give the code. That is your responsibility. You should figure this out. Guys, from today onwards, currently 8 to 9 working days. From today onwards, another 8, maximum 9. Within below 8 to 9 working days, we will be completing with our advanced Java. If I did not keep any leaves. If I did not keep any leaves, I'm not sure. Mostly I may or may not keep leaves. I'm not sure, but if I'm not keeping any leaves, another 8 to 9 days, our advanced Java will be getting completed. How many of you are from Core Java, my batch? You know that I'll not be keeping leaves. Honestly, generally, I'll not be keeping leaves. But if I keep a leave, there will be a very, 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 very strong reason. So up to now, I'm not sure. Up to now, I'm not sure. Maybe this week, Friday or Saturday, I'll be able to know when I need to keep leave or else what. Okay. So mostly 8 days, 8 working days. 8 working days we'll be trying to complete with our entire advanced Java. Is that okay? And I just want to ask a small question. Uh, what if I take, means, for example, if I take Sunday also a class, what do you say? Are you going to come or no? We'll see. That depends. See, my question is, my idea, Array, listen, my idea is, for example, there's only one class pending or 1 or 2 classes pending. And at that time, I need to take a leave for 5 days. What you will say? Let's take class on Sunday or after 5 days. What do you think? You are understanding me, right? Yeah. So what is this? Sushant, claim column. Okay, Sushant. I see different trainers will be having their own style of training. Sushant. Everyone is very good in Arish ID. Okay. Everyone is very good in Arish. I'm speaking about my people. People who are present in my core job batch, they know. I think how many days core Java? 85 on an average working days we completed. So that's what I'm trying to say. Generally, I'll not be taking any leaves. This week, there is a maybe this week or next week, there is a possibility that I need to take nearly 4 to 5 days of leaves. I need them. If I'm taking like that, Sunday, I'll try to keep a class. One session, it will be completed. I hope it's okay for you. Yes? Online students, what do you say? Is that okay? I want you to kindly please respond to the chat for me. Please respond, please respond. Thank you, guys. Thank you for understanding. And one more thing I want to say this on behalf of our CEO, Mr. Naresh sir. Thank you. The word thank you. Why? Because by today, we completed 23 years. Naresh IT is there in the market for 23 years. It's not a small thing. This is the 23rd anniversary for Naresh IT. Seriously, a lot of IT people got trained from Naresh IT and they are in big, big situations, big, big companies. I'm expecting you also to be very soon, you should be getting placed. See, guys, in Naresh IT, we will evolve every time. We'll evolve every time. Means previously the way how we train is different. Right now, the way how we training are different. Let me make this simple. Previously, advanced Java, also it's going to take 80 to 85 working days. Previously. Previously in the sense almost like 7 to 8 years before. Core Java 80 to 85. More than that, advanced Java 80 to 85 working days. Structs and Hibernate previously, right? But currently, advanced Java, it got reduced to 50 days, depending upon the situations. Why? Because, in interview, you will not be getting more questions on advanced Java. You will be getting more questions on core Java and Spring Boot with microservices. But in order to understand Spring Boot with microservices, you are supposed to have an idea about advanced Java, like JDBC, how to connect our Java program to the database. All these are the things which are required. So that is the reason we reduced our syllabus. I hope you're understanding, right? We are evolving according to the trends. The only thing is we know the way, honestly. We know the way. We'll show you the way. You need to travel in that way. That's what. Okay. So please work hard. Work hard. Don't forget why you came to Hyderabad. Seriously. A lot of times, no, believe me, I know it happens. A lot of times people will be forgetting why you guys came to Hyderabad. Before coming to Hyderabad, everyone will be having a lot of hopes. They'll be having some target in their mind. Like, in dreams also some IT kind of environment will be coming. But once you people came to Amirpet in a hostel environment, starting 15, 20 days, 1 month, okay. After that, they forgot. They will forgot why they came to Hyderabad. What is their whole, point of staying in Hyderabad. They'll forget that and they will try to keep in any other things. I hope you are understanding me, right? Don't forget the promises which you made for your parents before coming to Hyderabad. I know everyone made some promises, no? I know, I know. So just don't forget those promises. Work hard and don't fear AI. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. New things will be coming. Every time new things will be coming, we need to adapt to those things. As a matter of fact, 2 to 3 days before only I proved you. What I told you, use UI, use online and try to generate that UI I told you. When you're trying to give copy paste exact same code, is it working? No, it will not. AI is going to give you the code, but you should use that code according to the requirements for the client. There, human intelligence is needed. Okay. So yeah, you can don't fight AI. Don't fight with AI. You cannot. Honestly, come on. Even I cannot. Use it. Use it so that you'll be able to do it. I mean, give the productivity in much more easier manner. Okay. AI will not replace. It will make your work easy. Honestly, there are some jobs which will be replaced, but not developing. No, 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 no. Believe me, not developing. It will evolve. You can do that. No problem. Just one last thing I want to say. Don't forget the promises which you made. See, for my core Java students, I already told you, boys, you need to take the responsibility of your family very hard. I know it's like men to men. I know you need to take the responsibility of the family. Believe me, in front, you are having a lot of things. You need to deal with a lot of things. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. And girls, believe me, you already know that. I already told you. You guys will not be staying in your home. Obviously you'll be going to another home, right? Once you go to another home, whenever your parents are thinking about you, they should be keeping their hand on their heart and they should sleep peacefully. Yep, my girl is safe there. And that is possible, believe me, that is possible. If you are getting a job, you'll be having that, word, you'll be having your word. Just imagine if you are earning, girls, if you are earning 50,000 or 60,000 per month, you'll be having your word, self-respect. No one will say no for your things. No, honestly, are you understanding exactly what I'm saying? Right now, if you want anything, whom you will ask? Father, parents. Once you went to another home, if you want anything, you know that. I mean, you will not be knowing that. Once you Face it and you'll be able to understand. So make that happen. You should be getting a job so that you'll be having your word. Work hard, work hard. And as always, we will be there for you. Maresh IT will be there for you. And the only thing is, I want to say that, see, this is my student. He is my student working in Infosys currently. Like that, I want to introduce your success stories to other people. As simple as this. Okay. So on that note, once again, thank you for supporting Naresh ID. And don't forget why you are staying in Hyderabad. Don't forget that. Enough. Clear? Online students, I hope you are understanding me. Please listen to me, guys. Online students, if possible, kindly please try to respond to the chat for me. Aditi, sir, for online students, it's difficult to go for interviews. I take in Hyderabad. Aditi, it's not like that, Amma. See, right now, wherever there is an interview, you should be going to that interview. Not right now. In my school, not school, in college time, one day there is an interview at Chennai. I went to Chennai, general compartment. Once that interview is completed, again I came to Hyderabad. Next day, Bangalore. I went to Bangalore for another interview. So don't say that interviews are staying there, interviews are there. I'm unable to come. No, you should come. You should come. That's it. You don't have any other option until you got placed. Okay. And Chandra, how many days for Spring Boot and microservices? Yeah, again, Chandra, that depends upon Aditya. I understand. See, these are you are staying in North Amma. I understand, but again, these are excuses. For example, Aditi, just for example, let us think that you got a job at US. What you will do? What you will do? Tell me. Then just like that. We don't know what will happen. Don't think like it is present in Hyderabad. I cannot come. No, take an alternative. Do the things. Anyways, coming to advanced Java, as I said, 8 working days, 8 to 9 working days, starting from today. And Spring Boot, that depends upon the trainer. Spring Boot completely depends upon the trainer. Some trainers will take nearly 80 to 85 working days. Some trainers will take 100, 120 working days. That depends upon the trainer. Who is your trainer? You can, once the trainer started Spring Boot, he'll be letting you know how much time it is going to take. Okay. All right. Now, after that, sir, Sushant, you're asking, sir, when your Spring Boot will be started? I'm sorry to say no for it. My Spring Boot batch will not be started in recent times. It will take a lot of time. Please don't wait for my batch. Why? Because I do have some more things which I need to focus right now. Okay, Sushant? Maybe I'll start not this year. Maybe next year I may start. Or else at the time of Dasra I may start. Not right now. Please don't wait for it. Okay? Naveen, sir, tell me more about yourself. How was going on for a fresh? Uh, okay, Naveen, we'll do one thing. We'll try to have our QA session, question and answer session, last class. Is that okay? Last session, we'll have a question and answer session. Naveen, right? Yes? Why? Because why unnecessarily spoiling beautiful Monday? I don't want to spoil that. Clear? So let's try to go on with the concept and last class for advanced Java. Whatever the questions you're having, you can ask me. Cool? All right. So Saturday only I told you. Today we are going to discuss about two things. First one is servlet context. Next one is servlet config. I'm going to give you 30 seconds time. Think about servlet context and servlet config. What you know about these two interfaces? Servlet context and servlet config. What you know? Okay. All right. There are the Shavan and Mohammed. Yeah, of course, of course. Shruti, yes. So let me just try to show you this. Guys, these are the servlet objects up to now which we are already using. Servlet objects means we already know. Just a second. Just a second. Ah, okay. We already know about servlet program. Servlet program, huh? Class extends HTTP servlet. You need to respond. Class extends generic servlet. Yeah, we already know. We already know print writer class. Yes or no? Print writer in servlet only we covered. We already know servlet request. We already know servlet response. We know bean class. Do you remember that? Respond. And we know DAO layer, and of course, how important DAO layer is. We already know there are some four properties are there which we need to follow, like your class. Okay, that is about bean class. When you speak about bean class, there are four properties are there. Your class should be implementing serializable interface, and every variable should be private. You need to provide public setters and getters, and you need to write one public default constructor. That bean class we will be using very frequently. That bean class in DAO. We know that. We already used that. Respond. Okay. And JCF also we already know. JCF. Yeah. What is JCF? Java Collection Framework. Collections, right? Collections. In Core Java only we have completed. Actually, in our advanced Java, we used array list. Do you remember that? Okay. And of course, we already discussed about cookies. We already discussed about HTTP session. So still two things are pending. What are those? Servlet context and servlet config. Now, what do we know about servlet context? I told you servlet context object will be created whenever we are deploying our project into the server. Servlet context object will be getting created. That servlet context object will be having information related to the server I told you. And once if we set the attribute on that servlet context, wait, setting the attribute. Yes. On how many objects we will be able to set the attribute? Three objects. I'm impressed. First one is servlet request. Next one is servlet context. And finally, last one is HTTP session. Yes, we already set the attribute on servlet context and we get the attribute in JSP. Do you remember that? Okay, tell me one thing. In JSP, which object we use to get the attribute on servlet context? You did not understand my question. Listen, I'm having a servlet page, servlet page. In that servlet page, I used a request object REQ request dot get servlet context. Its return type is servlet context. Context dot set attribute message. I have given the message as Java is awesome. Now I want to get that message, get that attribute in the JSP. How I need to get that? Application. Application is one of the 9 implicit objects which were available in JSP. Did you remember that? So if we set the attribute on servlet context in servlet, we will be able to get that attribute in JSP by using application. Application dot get attribute. We already used that. We already know that. Now that is servlet context. Servlet config. Okay. When you come into servlet config, please tell me how many lifecycle methods are there? When you speak about servlet, how many lifecycle methods are there? Three. What are those? Init, service, destroy. Init method is a parameterized method, non-parameterized method, parameterized method. How many parameters? One. That is servlet config. Servlet config will be unique for every servlet. It consists of information related to your servlet, that particular servlet. Do you remember that? I told you. Yes. We'll be discussing about that servlet context and servlet config today as of now. Now, tell me one thing. If we want to set the attribute on context object, context object. Are you understanding me? Which context? Servlet context object. How I'm going to set? Please tell me. Go ahead, go ahead. I just want to set the attribute on servlet context. How I am going to set? No. Sunita, no. First, guys, you need to remember, for example, just a second, let me clear. Okay. Uh, Servlet context. Where we have used servlet context? In e-commerce? No. App 7, I guess we use servlet context. Huh? Add employee, view employee servlet. No, no, no. I think we used in e-commerce only. E-commerce, where in which Where I use solid context? Anyone remember? Wait, I'll see. In app 10, app 10, huh? We'll see. Wait for it. Ah, here. Fine. Fine. Close all. Okay. Please observe here. Here, request dot get servlet context. And I'm able to get my servlet context object. What I told you servlet context, this one. Servlet context. Okay. Now from this, yeah, of course, it's an interface. Now servlet context, I'm able to set the attribute. Where I set the attribute here. Did I set the attribute? Yes, I'm able to set the attribute. Basically, this is a servlet page. I'm able to set the attribute and I'm able to use that attribute. I'm able to get the attribute in the JSP or else in another servlet also, I'm able to get the attribute. Okay. Whenever I spoke about the setting the attributes, what I told you, please consider this as a key, this as a value. Did you remember that? Yes. Where we are writing this inside a servlet. Inside a servlet. Actually, we will be able to provide this key and value in the web.xml also. Web.xml, yes, that is also known as deployment descriptor. Arey web.xml, ra? You know web.xml, na? Means here. Let me just try to src main web app webinf web.xml. Yes, we will be able to, where, come on. Here also, we will be able to set the attributes. Like by using context param tag will be there. Whatever the attribute which we set here, just like setting the attribute, in JSP, we'll be able to get the attribute by using which object? Application object. Are you understanding me? Let's try to see that once. Please first write some notes. First, open your notes and I want you to please keep your citing as servlet context a little bit fast. Just a little bit. Go ahead. Servlet context. Please have this entire slide for me. Go ahead. You already know this. One more time. The only new thing is these tags. Tags are new. So please have. First write the data. After that we'll speak. Go ahead. Make sure to write the tags correctly. Is it done? I request you to just a little bit fast. So these we'll write in our code right now. Just wait for a few minutes. We already used this request.get solid context. We already used this. We already know its return type is solid context. Continuation, please. This is something new. Please first write this. After that, we'll speak. After this, I want you to write servlet config also so that both the programs will be able to write at the same time. Two more slides after this. Yeah, we already know that in order to access initialized parameter values in servlet, we need to use get init parameter method on servlet context object. Okay. Done. Okay. Just tell me one thing, guys. Context dot get init parameter. This line of code we need to use in servlet. if I want to get the initializing parameter. Wait, initializing parameter means we will be trying to set the parameters in web.xml. These are the tags are there, na? Speak, ra? Context param. Parameter name, here generally like key. Consider like this as a key. And this as a value, key and value. This value in servlet, if I want to retrieve, we will be able to do that by using context dot get init parameter. But what if I want to get that value in JSP? Absolutely correct, Lily. Application. In the place of context, what we need to use? Application. Application dot get init parameter. That's it. Clear? I'll show you. Okay. Online students, I hope. Shravan, is that clear? Shravan, I want you to please respond. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll try to access that. Wait for it. Now, please keep your website as servlet config. Servlet config. Please note down the points what I'm going to say. Servlet config is an interface. Servlet config is an interface in Java x.servlet package, comma, servlet config is an interface in Java x.servlet package, comma, automatically created when when a servlet is when a servlet is loaded for execution. When a servlet is loaded for execution. Next point. Servlet config is unique for every servlet. It is unique for every servlet. Next point. It consists of, it means, what do you mean by it? Servlet config object. It consists of servlet name, comma, configuration information, and other initialization parameters specific to a single servlet. Specific to a single servlet. Please have this in your notes. This dot get servlet config. Basically, get servlet config. This method is present inside. Listen. Did you remember servlet hierarchy? First servlet, after that generic servlet, after that HTTP servlet. One more time. Servlet. Is it a class or interface? Interface. From servlet, you're having a child. What is it? Generic servlet. From generic servlet, you're having one more child. What is it? HTTP servlet. Hierarchical multi-level inheritance, right? Now, this method, get servlet config method, is actually present inside generic servlet. As generic servlet is a parent for HTTP servlet, we'll be able to access by using this keyword. That's the reason. Please go ahead. After that, write this last point also. Parameters specific to a servlet. Parameters specific to a servlet can be set using the init param tag. Init param tag inside the servlet tag in the web.xml. Naveen, here you can see this. Parameters specific to a servlet can be set by using init param tag. Actually, init param tag is a subtag for servlet. So init param tag inside the servlet tag in the web.xml. That's it. Okay. Please have this in your notes right now. Write it clearly. Is it done? Please, 1 minute. Aditi, get servlet info. Get servlet config method. I repeat, get servlet config method is present inside generic servlet. Okay, generic servlet class, not in HTTP servlet. Okay, but as generic servlet is the parent for HTTP servlet, we will be able to access generic servlet class methods in HTTP servlet class by using both super keyword and this keyword. In the place of super, I'm just using this keyword. That's it. Core Java. Yeah. Core Java. All right. Now, guys, please continue. Please continue. After this, we'll be writing with our code. Please, in order to access the initialized parameter values in the servlet, we need to use get init parameter method. Get init parameter method on servlet config object. Up to here. Just please write from here to here. Enough. From here to here. Enough. 1 minute. After completing, feel free to open your laptop. Okay. I hope it's done for everyone. Open your laptops, please. Okay. So previously we've done with the app 10. App 11 is done. App 11 is completed. What is the number? No, what is the number application? Okay. In my Eclipse, app 11, after that, we done with the e-commerce website. So let's go with app 12. I want to create an application, completely new application, app 12. Feel if you are already having app 12, go with app 13. I want you to code along with me. Please code along with me. New dynamic web project, app 12, dynamic 4.0. Give a click on next. Next, make sure to select generate web.xml, finish. Okay. This is app tool. Now here, let me just try to get like go like index.html, go to new, select HTML, index.html, give a click on next and finish. That's it. Now just want to write CNTS center tag. After that, H1. Okay, done. H1. Now after that, just let me try to write a form. Okay, close it, right? And form action. Let me go like dis and method equal to post. All right, I'm just writing a very simple thing. User name, input type equal to text, name equal to uname. As I told you, please make sure to code along with me. Input type equal to submit and value just submit. That's it, not more than that. Okay, so index.html. Index.html. Is it present here? Yes, it is there. Let me remove remaining all the things. I'm just keeping only index.html. Okay, now let me just try to execute. Right click, run as, run on server, Tomcat 9.0, give a click on next. I don't need anything else, just finish. Our server is starting and yeah, we got our username and submit. Do one thing, just okay. Now here, this is better. This is username. I just want to go with the BR and BR. Two break statements so that my server will be coming down. Okay, cool. Now let me go to my Java resources, SRC, just a small package, normal package, com.servlets servlets, just a normal package. Inside that, display servlet. Let me just try to go to new, select a class, display display servlet, display servlet, give a click on finish. And after that, here, at the rate, oh, I did not add my servlet API in the build path. Let me add my servlet API jar file. Servlet API open, apply and close. Now here, web servlet and what is the URL I given? DIS. After that, extends HTTP servlet, protected protected void do post, and here at the rate override just for confirmation, do post HTTP servlet request req comma HTTP servlet response res throws servlet exception comma IO exception. Okay. Now after that, coming to here, we'll do one thing. I'm going to get my request dot get servlet context, get servlet context equal to context context. We already know this code, guys. We already use this code. I'm just trying to set the attribute on servlet context. Context dot set attribute. I'll go with message one, and here I'm just going to write this is from servlet context servlet context, actually from servlet servlet. I'm trying to get this, send this message from servlet, directly from servlet. Okay. And after that, let me just try to go like a request dot get request dispatcher. Just going to write display dot jsp dot forward request response. So obviously, next page, what we need to create, that is display dot jsp. New. Okay, display. Just a second. DISPLA display.jsp. Give a click on next and finish. Okay, this is our servlet, by the way. Okay. Now inside this JSP, center tag. Just let me try to go like it's a JSP file. Okay, so no worries. H1 slash H1. Let me just try to use scriptlet tag. Okay. Now here request dot get parameter. What is the name we have given here? Username, name. Okay, this is of type string equal to string username equal to like this. Okay, username. Okay. Basically, whatever the data which is present in our form action, I'm trying to get the data directly into our JSP. Okay, we already know that. Now in display servlet, we already set the attribute on context. We know how to get that attribute. Application dot get attribute. Okay, MSG message one. Just trying to write equal to message one of type string. This is also string string. Okay. Now I just want to print sure out dot println here I just want to go like username plus username and out dot println and I just want to write data servlet servlet context data plus message one. Let me just try to use two break statements. Okay, just here also what is two break statements done. Message one. We already know this. Actually, we already know this. Out dot println. Now, if I execute my program for one more time, right click, run on server, next and finish. Username Kishan, submit. Yeah, servlet context data. This is from servlet context servlet and servlet context data. Username Kishan. I'm able to get my username. I'm able to get my context data from the servlet also. Right now, what I want to do here is up to now we already know. We already know. Right now, I want to give the data in the web.xml. Here, web.xml. Servlet context. This just a second. Let me here in servlet context. I told you we'll be able to give the parameters by using context param tags now. This is context parameter. Okay, tag here. Okay, I'm just going to give message 2 and I'll be giving the message as just a second. This is from servlet context web.xml. Let me, okay. This is from servlet context, but this is from web.xml like that. First, right up to here. After that, we'll speak. Index.html is completed now. Display servlet is also completed. Now, carry on. First, write this. Good. Web.xml is also there. Tell me, is display servlet completed? No? Guys, you need to respond. Is display servlet completed? Okay. Then this is display.jsp and this is web.xml. Please have this. Sanika, display servlet not completed, Amma. Go ahead. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat. Up to here, if it is completed, make sure to message me in the chat. Okay. I hope it's done. Now, okay, guys, just a minute. Just a minute. Please listen. Please listen. Please listen. Generally, up to now, what we did in the servlet, eyes on the board. Up to now, what we did. In the servlet, we are able to get our servlet context object. And on the context object, we are setting the attributes, and we'll be able to get that attribute in our JSP. We already know that. Now, for the first time, we are actually setting the attributes in the web.xml. Okay. Now, consider this message to as key. Consider this message to parameter name as key, parameter value literally as value. All right. Now, if I want to get this attribute in the JSP, generally we'll be using application.getAttribute. Right now, I want to get this in the JSP, then application.getInitParameter. And what is the parameter name? What is the parameter name? Message to. Message to, honest students, message to. And of course, what is its type? String message to. I just want to, okay, let me just try to typecast. And here, this is also servlet context data only, but this data is from web.xml. Let me just try to execute, right click, run on server. Let's see. And okay, just going to give my name and submit. Username is Kishan, and I'm able to get the data from servlet. And of course, I'm able to get the data from web.xml. Whenever I'm trying to get the data from the servlet, obviously we need to use get attribute. Get attribute, application not get attribute. If I want to get the data from web.xml, get init parameter. Am I clear with this? Online students, if possible, I want you to kindly please respond to the chat for me. Please respond to the chat for me, guys. Online students, go ahead. Actually, I told you servlet context object will be having information related to the server. Na? Now here, let me just try to go like SCR, your server name. Just write, let me try to write application dot get server info, application dot get server info, and let me just try to, this is a server which I'm using. So like that. So that context object will be having information related to your server. Now let us speak about servlet config object. First things first, when you're speaking about servlet config object, we already wrote this here. Let me just try to, please have this in your notes now. Servlet name display 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 servlet. Is it display servlet? Let me just try to copy paste exactly the same name. Servlet class, please give the entire package name, com dot fully qualified name, com dot pack one dot display servlet. Parameter name, I'm just going to write message 3. Value, this is from servlet. Config, this is from servlet config. And of course, we are trying to get it from web.xml. Okay. And servlet name, display servlet, servlet URL, DIS. First write like this. After that, we'll speak. But online students, if writing completed, kindly please do message. Right now, we are trying to set the parameters directly from the web.xml. Online students, if completed, kindly please try to message me in the chat. Sai sir, it's com dot. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What is our package name, guys? Com dot servlet, sir. So sorry, my mistake. Yeah, Sai, thank you. It's a good eye. com.servlets. Yes, yes, yes. Com.servlets. Thank you, Sai. Please. Done? Boys, last. Done? Writing? 1 minute? Please. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. All right. I hope it's done. Now, let us just try to go to the servlet. Now, this is our servlet. I told you if we want to get get our servlet config object, we need to call this method. What is the method name? Disa. Get servlet config. Basically, that is a method. Means here, let me just try to, okay, okay. Now, this dot get servlet config. No, listen. Just a minute. Get servlet config. In the place of this, can I use super? Absolutely yes. Why? Because get servlet config method. Hang on. Just a sec. Let me get back. Get servlet config. This is basically generic servlet, Nana. Can you see that? Generic servlet. It's a class. Which class? Abstract class. Abstract class. Now, generic servlet class, inside this generic servlet class, can you see get servlet config? Can you see this method? Responder. Get servlet config. So basically, this method is present inside generic servlet. As generic servlet is the parent class for HTTP servlet. Are you understanding me? Speak, Ram. No? Yes? Yes? As generic servlet is the parent class for HTTP servlet, in the child class, that is HTTP servlet, in the child class, we will be directly able to call parent class methods by using either super keyword or this keyword. Anything is okay. We can do that in the child class. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. And what is its return type? Config, CONFIG config. Here I'm just trying to, not context, config, CONFIG FIG config. What is this? Servlet, SERVLET servlet config. Now, what I told you, servlet config object is unique for every servlet I told you now. Then I'll do one thing. Let me just try to use here request dot set attribute servlet servlet name, and here I'm just trying to use CONFIG config dot get servlet name. Now I'm setting this attribute on request. Yes or no? Please stop coding, Tali. Just a second, please. I'm actually setting the attribute on request. Can I get this attribute in our JSP? Yes. Now, yes, sir. Please tell me. Now, inside this JSP, directly here, I'm going to write request dot get attribute. What is the attribute name here? Servlet name. Okay, servlet name equal to string. Okay, I'm just trying to servlet servlet name string. So now, and here also, I'm just going to write string. Now here, see directly, I'm going to write here out.println servlet name, and just I'm going to write servlet name. And if I'm trying to execute, let me just try to, is it going to work? No, sorry. Here I just want to say one more small thing. Guys, please listen. Online students, online students, please make sure to listen to this. Otherwise, your project will not work. Listen. In our web.xml, if you observe line number 20, we are already setting the URL pattern. Yes or no? Yes or no? Previously, we are directly giving this URL pattern in our display servlet. One servlet cannot have multiple URL patterns. If here display servlet is having one URL, and for the same display servlet, we are having one more URL pattern. If you are having like this, your server will not start. Let me check. Can you see this? Your server will not start. Yes? Why my server failed to start? Why? Because there are two servlets. I mean, there are two URLs mapped to the same servlet. No, it cannot do that. So what you need to do, please make sure to keep your annotation in comment. Let us just try to keep this annotation in comment. Am I clear with this? Please respond. Right now, in our web.xml, directly we are having only one URL. Fine. Let's try to execute one more time. Right click, run as, run on server, give a click on next and finish. And let's see, our server is getting started. Yep, username. I'm just going to submit. And am I able to get my servlet name? Of course, I'm able to get that. And of course, yeah, I'll be able to get this URL, I mean, this parameter name message3 also by using a method. What is that method? Just a second. You have just written that. What is that method, guys? Get init parameter. Get init parameter. Okay, we'll do one thing. Here, let me just try to get to my display servlet. Okay. Now here, request dot set attribute. I'm just trying to go like message for message 3 is already taken. Huh? Message 2 is taken. Message 3. Yeah, message 3. So here also I need to go with like message 3. I can go with any name. Just for my understanding, I'm giving you message 3. And here, what is the method? Config dot get init parameter name, sir. Get init parameter. And what is the name I have given here? Message 3. Same. Where message 3. Yes. Now, actually, I'm setting them on my request object. Now here, display.jsp. Let me just try to, okay. And here, what is the name? Message 3 now. Message 3. I just want to make this as message 3. And after that, this is which data, guys? Servlet config data. I just want to display here servlet config, and I just want to go with message 3. Now let's see, am I able to get the data here? Right click, run as, run on server. Do I click on next and finish? Restart the server. Okay. Username Kishan, submit. This is from servlet config, and I'm trying to get the data directly from web.xml. Sir, I have a doubt. What is the difference between setting the values in the servlet and setting the values in the web.xml? What is the difference here? You tell me one thing, Nana. Whenever we are setting the values, I repeat, whenever we are setting the values, I mean setting the attributes in the servlet, first that servlet should be triggered, na? First, that servlet should be loaded. First, that servlet should be executed. Then only you will be able to set the attribute. You will be able to get the attribute. But whenever you are setting the values in the web.xml, at the time of initialization only, the values will be assigned. And you'll be able to use them. As simple as this. Am I clear with that? Yes. Come on, kindly please try to have this. So index.html is already done. Web.xml is also already done. Na? You already wrote web.xml. So display servlet and display.jsp. Come on, go ahead, please. Please have it. Shravan, I believe you understand this. Yeah. Come on, go ahead, please. also. Make sure to check the output also. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat. Right. This code, and if you wanna take the screenshots, I'm going to show you right in the beginning one more time. Okay, starting from here. Hang on. This is index.html. After that, web.xml. After that, display servlet, and finally, display.jsp. All right. So, online students, I guess it's complete for you. Tomorrow, we are going to deal with filters. Filters in servlet programming. Easy concept. Very, very easy concept. Maximum topic we already covered. We already discussed. So, very simple concepts are left behind. Those tomorrow we are going to discuss that. All right. Done. Thank you. Thank you for listening. We'll be trying to continue in second by tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.